Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a quick look here at Avalanche. We're going to talk about this descending trend, potentially continuing lower, but also reaffirming a few key factors that are important to recognize. So if you're new to the channel, I am not a financial advisor, just hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. Now, something I want to talk to you about here is the liquidation levels at the lower price point starting to accumulate. We're seeing a little bit more of a concentration here at 38. Where there's not a ton of shorts, liquidations at 45, a few late shorts here, but nothing too crazy. So this is not like a stark reality here. Majority of the problems occurred here when the liquidation levels hit about 42.5. So keep in mind, still have decent potential here to be able to maintain this price point, but we want to talk a little bit about what that looks like. Quick congrats to our community members here. Again, thanks again so much for just being awesome parts of my life. We have a phenomenal group over there. Be sure to jump on over there. There's no cost for our Discord, of course, but if you want to consider a membership with our premium group, we did take some profits here from 62% on SHIB, 121% on a secondary SHIB trade, Avalanche at 53%, that's a 1.5 days there, and then ICP for 96 and 1.5 days. So it's been a good little profitable weekend for us. Again, I don't typically send signals throughout the weekend, so if you're curious, hey, what's going on? I just joined. It's not a big deal. Trust me, there'll be plenty of signals to choose from middle of the week or, from Monday through Friday. Those are mostly the days that I send signals. Keep in mind, we have an automated trading bot here for our day trades. This is scalping a lot of trades for us here, and this is automated that runs 24/7. Okay, so again, that's just a bot that I created based on my day trading strategy. That said, what do we want to do here? Do we want to day trade? Do we want to swing trade? What's going on? Well, let's discuss the daily time frame really quick here first. We are starting to see a red day here, of course, and that's pretty standard considering how much of these obnoxious candle wick we've seen, right? I mean, look how crazy these are. Jumps up. I think there's like some of them are 10 to 15% in a day. Okay, so you got to recognize still a very volatile coin, but right now the current doji candle is not a great scenario there for us. It is looking like it wants to close closer to where it opened, and that's usually a sign of a potential reversal. Now, we're not going to buy into that just yet. We're not going to think that that's essentially the situation because, again, we've seen 3 or 4 days here where we've just seen nothing but doji candles and the price struggling to stay where it opened. Okay, it's a very common occurrence right now. Again, that's where it's at when you have a lot of volume here. If you take a look at the volume, you can see we're still maintaining above that moving average. So if we can do that consistently, we'll be in good shape. But once we start to see a dissipation of volume, we might want to reconsider the fact that this coin could be pulling back. Okay, now you can kind of see the volume decreasing here over the last few days, and if you do take a look at money flow index, it is coming down with the RSI. We are technically above 50, so that's a very positive sign. So I'm not super concerned, and the stochastic RSI is swinging down pretty hard when the price action isn't really doing all that much of a retracement. Kind of a standard retracement, if you will, very normal. I know it seems crazy to be like, oh, 8% correction is normal, but again, that's over the course of a 24-hour period, so it's nothing to be super crazy or don't overthink it. We do have a MACD divergence, of course, letting us know that the bearish sentiment is in play here in the midterm time frame, and that we did recently lose our ascending trend. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to moving averages, we're still above the 20-day SMA, and that continues to hold the price action in place for now. In fact, we could even draw out a trend line here and kind of use that as a potential guide. Okay, I'm not going to do that for the moment just because it's easy to use the 20-day SMA. I'll post this on our playout chart too so you can see it, but generally speaking, that's kind of what we're looking at there. We do take a look at Elliott Wave here. It is insisting here that we are on our ABC pattern, which basically just implies we've had 5 waves. 3 higher highs, 2 higher lows. We should be following that with 2 lower lows and 1 lower high. So if this is the lowest low, hypothetically the price comes up to bounce, hits a lower high here that's lower than this guy, and comes down to establish a lower low afterwards. Okay, that's generally the concept of how that is supposed to work. Is it 100%? No, but it's a larger probability than 50%, so we have to recognize that it's a possibility. Okay, so keep in mind that is a potential play out here. Once more, I'll send that on our playout charts for our group. So if you take a look here at the hourly, let's just quickly clarify a couple things here. This is where things get kind of interesting. We can see that shift in momentum, at least likely it looks like we will, whereas we are traveling into the cloud now. This is basically a no buy zone. We have the lagging span, free and clear of price action, by the way, which seems crazy, but it is. And then of course, conversion lines below the baseline. So just like Solana, we're seeing signs right now that Avalanche wants to turn itself around. Now we're not fully confirmed, and technically Solana is still above the cloud, so, or no, actually it's definitively below the cloud rather. Solana actually has a really solid sell signal. Right now, Avalanche is right in that range where it's considering, right? In other words, we got a good 6 to 12 hours before the price action tells us if it wants to continue lower or not. So just say hypothetically the price does one of these, that'd be a consideration for a short position there, and then the price would be likely to go down because not only would we be below a key level resistance zone, such as the the zone here based on Ichimoku cloud, but also would be below some key level resistances such as 0.236 fib, volume profile resistance, as well as this being a resistance slash support zone. We've talked about this previously. 42 to 43 is somewhat of a support and resistance zone. Okay, so closing below that would tell us the price is more likely to correct itself. Yeah, that in conjunction with Bitcoin looking kind of weak, albeit it's a weekend, but it's still a thing, we can see potential reality for the price to pull back. So am I telling you to short right now? No. I'm telling you we might have a short confirmation here in about 6 to 12 hours. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so again, between now and then, be careful, be cautious, and if you're curious about the Ichimoku cloud, I get the question a lot, just search my YouTube channel. I have a video for that describing how to use it correctly. That said, I want to recommend that you check out our best exchange that we have in the world. We utilize this exchange because they have no KYC, no VPN requirements. Use my link below, you get significant benefit rewards. But more important, they have trailing stop losses and adjustable, you have like multiple profit targets. These are all things that I kind of educate you on in our Bitunix section within our Discord, but just know that's an available option for you too. So thank you again so much, everyone, for just being awesome parts of my life. Deeply appreciate you. You're considering our premium group. Just to clarify this too, I get this question daily. Premium group is swing trades that I send myself. I send multiple signals throughout the week. Okay. Premium Plus is our day trading bot that scalps 5 or 6 trading pairs right now, currently BNB, Solana, Litecoin, ETH, XRP, and AVAX, and effectively helps just kind of find good smaller time frame entries. Okay, so that's kind of the difference. That is automated, whereas the manual trades are sent by me through my swing trading group. All right, so again, just some clarification there. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take good care of yourself. Goodbye.